All right, welcome back to another Let's Talk. This is going to be a bit of more of an extended Let's Talk, as you can see from the timer on the video. We are going to go for, usually I've been trying to keep these Let's Talks about 10 minutes apiece, and this is going to be the first episode where I have like a special guest on the Let's Talk podcast episode thing of, this is probably going to go for like an hour. We are going to talk today about early access and such. Elden Ring early access is going on, and I will bring in the special guest now. Frostbite, you are now on camera. So, um, so yeah, Elden Ring early access has been going on for the past few days, and like everybody's had like the first hour, the first like 10 hours they've been playing of it and everything. This has been a huge demo, and there's no word of this thing being like open to the public or anything, but it's just you have to get a code to get into this thing, where Bandai Namco literally sends you a code. I got denied a code for whatever reason. I've played every single network test. I've pretty much played every single Souls-like game that there is. Yes, I haven't finished any of them other than Neo, but I have played them and done coverage on them. So, oh wow, my video popped up. But yes, like Maximilian dude's been playing the hell out of it. He knows people that work there. I know Sphere Hunter and Alana Pierce. They've all been playing it. There's just some people that I follow on YouTube and Twitch and everything. They know people at Bandai Namco. They can make a quick phone call. Unfortunately, we don't. So all we have to go by is footage.
I never even signed up for a code, so I didn't.
Yeah.
Fucking new shit.
I signed up.
I don't even have. I mean,
probably 5 minutes after I heard about it, I signed up for it, and I'm just like, okay, let's get in on this. I want to see what this is all about. I mean, maybe it's because I said in the video that this game looks kind of more or less like a PS4 game. I don't think it looks as high quality as Demon Souls. I still think this looks very much like Dark Souls 3. And then when we saw the scale of it, I'm like, that's why it looks like Dark Souls 3, because it is a giant scale on the game itself. I mean, it looks good. It looks great. I don't think it's quite Demon Souls. Although now that I've been seeing more footage of like on screen or on stream, I should say, that's like 4K 60 FPS. So this was the gameplay demo. I think I will actually bring up. So
almost looks like a Skyrim dragon.
Yeah. That's actually what Maximilian dude was saying, that his playthrough felt a lot like. Whoa, okay. His playthrough felt a lot like Skyrim, and I'm sorry, Max. I'm just gonna use a little bit of footage from you. Okay, so that's 1080/60. I thought he had 4K footage on here. This first video of Elden Ring had 4K footage. Again, it's just because I know Max. I actually talk to Max every once in a while on his stream and everything. That's the only reason why I'm going into his videos, and he also probably has some of the best video production that there is. One of these videos was 4K that I was watching. Or maybe not. Maybe he did just put up 1080p. Anyways. So yeah, the game looks like, when you actually see recorded footage of it, it actually looks better than the trailers, and Twitch definitely did not do it justice on the bitrate and everything. This boss fight, legit a Sekiro boss fight, which I find that kind of funny.
He's a hell of a lot slower.
Is he? It's been so long. It's been a few years
since I played
Sekiro, so it's like
and you're like in an arena.
It's very, very soon.
Like out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like a battlefield type of situation. I'm very soon I'm gonna play back through Sekiro again. I'm trying to get mods working on it. It's like being fussy with me on the PC. Anyways, so yeah, like Elden Ring, like I said, this is what spawned the whole thing, is because I was watching Max playing some of Elden Ring. I've seen like Alana and Susie playing it, and I'm just like, man. So the whole discussion topic of this is not Elden Ring. I'm just very salty about Elden Ring, but
you can definitely tell it's from software, though. The whole HUD there.
So me, I'm stuck over here playing this basically. And the reason why is because I got denied one code, which really sucks. And I've had this happen before, where it's just like, man, people have early access. Like there was like early access to Mass Effect, and I'm just like, as much coverage as I've been doing over the years on Mass Effect, and as much hype as I've been building up for Mass Effect, with with like one video hitting over 3,000 views on my channel. Yes, that's small compared to every other channel out there, but for my channel, that was really good. And having an early access to that game, just like GTA's, I had like 6,000 views on a Twitch VOD, and this game is very slow. I will say that about all of this. But yeah, it's just like the whole thing of just, man, it's just because the company wants to deny you so that you can't grow your channel. That's and there's a lot of people that will blame it on other streamers, and I don't. I would say, okay, we have the boob streamers and all that stuff, but if companies deny you a code so you can get footage on your channels, then people are not going to show up to check out that. They're going to check out the channels that have the footage. So for me, it's just like, man, early access is like, that's huge. Now, there's two different differences between them saying you a code and then also having early access between like EA Play, or if it shows up on like a Game Pass or a PlayStation Now or something. Like PS Plus, there was a new game that's kind of like Among Us, but it's like 2-player that we just got for free through PlayStation Plus, which is awesome. Everybody can check it out at the same time.
Multiplayer.
It's 2 to 4. So you can play it co-op, or you can play it 4-player overall. But also like EA Play, everybody. So there's a 10-hour trial going on at Battlefield right now, and everybody can jump into Battlefield and actually do. Where the hell did I actually beat the boss at? Hold on. I want to get this on stream with Frostbite.
That's not a boss. It's a fucking mini boss.
What? This is the first. This is technically the second major.
I don't
boss.
think that's. I think that's actually the first major boss is giant ogre. Fuck.
There's a trophy, and this is one of the gods of whatever the hell, or the lords, whatever.
Okay, maybe it was then.
Yeah, that like I said, this
I completely forgot about him.
That boss is very easy. So to bring it back over to Dark Souls, let's bring it back over to Dark Souls here. So yeah,
getting his ass whooped.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay, all right. We can go for just a little bit more where I am. Oh, this is grindy. This is me grinding a little bit. There we go. All right. But
just pushing the body down the fucking. If you bought a bow, you could shoot the tail off that dragon.
Do you see the sword I'm using? Don't need no bow when I get the sword.
Yes, Ushiganda is really good, but that dragon, whatever the fuck the one is for the fucking dragon's tail, it actually overpowers that for a while.
But early access,
at least until you can start getting bleed.
So the reason why I wanted to bring up Dark Souls 1 is because I did actually get early access to this game. I got into the network test, and this was the last, as far as I remember, this was the last network test that they did for a From Software game, because Demon Souls launched with the PlayStation 5, so nobody got access to that. Nobody could get access to it. Nobody had the system to play it on.
Yeah.
So this was the last one that I have footage from the network test. The bridge where the dragon flies over and flame broils your ass, that was literally the last area that you could get into. And then the network test ended there. So all this was like kind of, new territory when we jumped into the full release. All I did was signed up for it. And yes, I am salty about not getting into early access, but at the same time, I feel like we need to treat early access differently, especially if it's something. So like Battlefield, I feel like did it, or EA, I should say, overall does it the right way. If you have EA Play, you get a 10-hour early access. $5 for EA Play, 10 hours early access into the game, or at least the first chunk of it that they want to show you. That's awesome. There's no problem there. Halo Infinite, when they did their multiplayer session, everybody got access to it as a free open beta. Now I get it, it's a network test, and the servers weren't actually working proper, so basically nobody could get into the servers anyways for a lot of the first tests. But as you've seen through footage, people did. I would have loved to have that footage on my channel. I would have loved to be able to give coverage on Elden Ring and be like, okay, I've played the network tests on, Dark Souls 1 and everything. It was, I mean, we need to do early access differently.
Look at that epic fail.
Well, I mean, it's Dark Souls. Of course, you're gonna die over and over and over again. But like I said,
Well, I mean, I would have expected you to die to the damn
we
armored
need.
boar, not some random dude you missed.
Well, if you notice, I ran all the way through like two different areas too to get there. Let me fast forward because that's just running back to the same area all over again. There we go. But yes, like I said, we need to do early access differently. I really feel like it needs to be either if companies want to do an early access, we should be able to give them like $5 to get an early access code or something. Everybody should have early access that wants early access.
Yeah.
Because then it's just like if you are a smaller YouTuber or smaller streamer or whatever, when everybody else is playing the newer stuff, we're stuck. We're stuck playing Dark Souls 1 all over again, which is very fun. But I would.
I mean, you could have did Bloodborne.
I was thinking about doing Bloodborne. I didn't have it downloaded though. I was still trying to make the room for it. I was going to play Bloodborne. And then I
did Demon Souls.
I could have. I had an itch for Dark Souls 1 though because Elden Ring, and it was just like I don't know. I hadn't played Dark Souls 1 in a while. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna definitely be running through Bloodborne and Demon Souls and everything before Elden Ring drops. That's definitely gonna be on the Twitch channel. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not the full playthroughs because I've already been like grinding out because the grind sessions, you know. But that's another thing too. Like, so multiplayer games, I think, do probably some of the best stuff just because mostly everybody gets early access. Story-based games, I don't know. We need something new of a system for this early access for story-based games. I don't know what that system is. I like I said, I think EA Play works pretty damn good. There was another one too, Far Cry 6. Everybody kind of had the footage of Far Cry 6 before the game even came out, and it was just this whole thing of like, well, everybody's seen the first like 2 or 3 hours of the game. That happened again with Rage 2. I remember that, like, Co Carnage was playing it early, and it's like, okay, so it's good for Co Carnage. For everyone else, that first hour or so, especially, okay, if a game is a one and done. So Elden Ring is not so much the one and done effect, but there is a lot of other games that are. And if they are one and done and a streamer is showing the first like hour or two of it, then yeah, it doesn't affect. So a lot of Japanese developers will say that this affects the sales of the game. It does not affect sales of the game. It affects streamers and content creators. We're the only ones that get affected by that. If somebody sees the first hour of the game and they like it, they're going to buy the damn game. But if you are a content creator, I mean, yes, you are making the moment of your own with it, but it becomes less of the game. It becomes more about the content creator at that point. That's all you have that you're going off from at that point is your reaction versus what's actually happening in the game. And then after, if something like Elden Ring where the first 10 hours is being shown off, I mean, hell, that's like probably the first like 2 areas right there easily. And, you know, I mean, you can't show off 10 hours, but there is bits and pieces and parts of the first 10 hours sprinkled throughout everybody's playthroughs. You might as well say the first 10 hours have been shown off because everybody's showing a different part of the damn thing. So pretty much the whole first area, everybody's already seen it. So then you're going to also have backseeing happening in your chat. If you leave the follower only, you know, chat off, you're going to have possible spoilers that you have not seen also in there. So it's like, what the hell? I mean, it kind of kills the launch night stream. And I think that's another big issue that I'm having with all this early access stuff is I have a launch night video. Like there was, you remember I texted you there for one of the launch nights. I'm like, well, shit, everybody's already fucking showing this game off. And what the hell is the sense of me doing a big launch night for it?
It does suck for streamers like us. When we get our hands actually on the game, we're going to go through, we're going to play that first couple hours and our reactions, everybody's going to be like, yep, seen it 10 over times, but whatever.
Exactly. It's like, well, then what the hell am I streaming this for? Other than like to have a recording of it of my own, which is.
But I mean, like, Dark Souls and Dark Souls, like, okay, let me back up here. From Software has so many different people that have done videos, that have streamed it, stuff like that, and people just keep eating this stuff up.
Very true.
All the everybody's different builds, their way of tackling certain areas, stuff like that. Then of course you get the naked speedrunners, but you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Yeah, I mean that is very true. That is very true. Like, your tactic is going to be different than everybody else's, which is the beauty of Dark Souls. I don't know. I can't help but to shake that feeling of so Dark Souls
Like,
is.
right here, in my opinion, you already fucked up in Dark Souls. You didn't run the Pyromancer.
I don't like that. I just don't like using spells. I know Maximilian dude's going to be using magic. Because he was like, oh yeah, like pyro.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can mix together magic and melee in Elden Ring, which is I'm like
You
shit.
can do that too in here, in Dark Souls.
Well, I don't fuck with the magic stuff. I just never cared for it. This
That's why
is where I
Pyromancer's
made
so
this is my
great,
real
because-
mistake. I got myself cornered. I'm like, oh no. Oh, that
yeah.
you can just see the look on my face of like, oh no, yeah, I knew that was coming.
See, that's when you learn how to parry. You would have walked right out of that, no problem.
You know,
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're gonna try to beat this game, you need to learn how to parry.
I've gotten
That's the cheat code for beating the final boss.
I got this backstab down, and that was what I rode most of this game out with. My first
Backstab. No,
yeah.
the parry is the cheat code.
But yeah, like what is a system? I guess more kind of like the Game Pass thing where everybody jumps into Halo at the same time is great. If the servers don't work, so be it.
Like, okay, so you're saying EA Pass, all this stuff. Why don't we just do it for Xbox? Has got Game Pass. PlayStation's got fucking or
PS Now.
PS Now. So why not just fucking do it there? Put it in there. Be like, hey, because you're saying like drop $5. Okay, cool. They put it in there.
And you have the first
in the listing, so you can see it, and then you can click on it, and then you can be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna pay $5 and go check this out. Ta-da! You're making money off people wanting to go check the damn game out. Plus, you're getting,
which is extra funding for development because you're months
which,
out.
God forbid, we could, some games could really use that.
Yeah.
Riders, Fall 36.
Oh man, everybody's gonna be like GTA.
Oh.
GTA needed it so much. GTA needed more budget. No, it probably needed more time. I'll give it that. Like they could have done more with it if they had more time to do something with it and a different development team.
Wonky.
But yeah, it's like okay, so we pay for early access, or the other thing too is like I think all these companies that do early access for their games.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there should be a program that they make where it's like if hardcore, if you are on this list, you are guaranteed to get early access to games. Like if you can make this list, because right now it's just like if you know somebody, if you know one of the community managers at Bandai Namco, you're playing Elden Ring right now.
If you know somebody or blow somebody, you're
set.
And
that's the way the industry still works. And it's like, well, why don't you make it to where like okay, so Capcom has their Capcom partner thing. Where it's like if you are a Capcom partner, there's like you're almost guaranteed early access to your Resident Evils and your Devil May Cry's, your Monster Hunters and all that stuff. Because you are a Capcom partner, you are officially working with them to try and promote the game. Why does it look like you have a butt on screen?
Huh? I tilted up the things I was vaping. You don't want this stuff in your videos.
Well, okay, but I don't want the sound in it either.
Oh.
I don't need that of a fire extinguisher going off. But
oh no, I fucking hid my smoke alarm so it doesn't fucking go off anymore.
But yeah, so Capcom.
Topic for another day.
Capcom partner, EA has a partner program, Activision has a partner program, and every single one of them are like guaranteed But to get into the partner program, you have to. I think you have to have a big enough channel and such to actually be able to do
Well,
the damn thing. And it's like,
fuck that. Why don't they just make one for everybody?
that's
Like,
what
I don't
I'm.
care if you're big or you're big name, like fucking. I'll throw Maximilian dude out there because obviously.
One of the biggest ones out there.
It shouldn't matter if if you would have walked really silently, you could have backstabbed him.
Mm-hmm. Like Jacksepticeye gets a damn code for a game that he's never gonna play ever again. It's like, well, give it to me. I'm gonna fucking be streaming this game all the time, and I'm smaller. It helps me grow. Like, come on,
they should
work
take
with me.
into consideration, like, kind of go like, okay, what's your YouTube? Okay, here's your YouTube channel. Check it. They go look at your YouTube channel. Like, breeze through it real quick and be like, oh god, this guy plays a lot of fucking From Software titles. Okay, cool. He's gonna like this game.
The problem is they do,
Ta-da!
but they also look at, okay, he doesn't have enough subscribers on his channel for us to warrant it. It's like, well, that's the part of like,
whatever.
what the fuck? Like, that's how I grow.
You draw the people in.
That's how I grow.
Yes, that's how you grow.
Jeez.
Just add subscribers and watch him grow. I mean, wait, hold on. That's an episode for the Corn Tube, the Corn Hub.
Oh, jeez. I just, like I said, the industry right now is like, and you've heard me talk about this on Let's Talk videos before too. Of
I know. You talked about it. We
years.
talk about it all the time. We'll just be sitting there fucking playing whatever and just bullshitting about stuff. It's just.
I'm over here like, I really
hurts.
wish I had access to that.
It hurts the little guys like us that we can't.
Like, basically,
stuff.
the way the industry works right now is you have to play all the older stuff to get the people to watch you, to get the followers, which I get the reason why they want you to play the older stuff, just to make sure that people know that the older stuff exists. Okay, sure. I'm going to play the older stuff anyways, because I do. If so many people do legacy runs now, that's the reason why all the damn retro stuff is so popular.
I love that. You're like duking her out with that little skeleton, and then you backed up and you're like, come on.
I was trying to aggro him. Ah! Yeah. I was trying to aggro the big guy, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, the little skeleton dude's still there. And then
he's like, Daddy, he's picking on me. I got you, son.
And I got my $3,000 of souls back too on top of that.
And up here's where he gets completely pancaked to fuck the shit by the giant.
No. I destroyed everyone.
That dude is so fucking slow.
Yeah.
You just wait for him to attack and then you poke him.
But yeah, like the now you just threw us off topic. There we go, backstab. Haha. I couldn't help it, but if I can be like,
we were talking about like how it fucks us over little guys, and you're talking about, hey, you gotta play the older stuff to show people the older stuff.
So legacy runs are still gonna exist no matter what the hell happens, because I mean, even this is a legacy run of Dark Souls 1. Like, Dark Souls 1 is like fucking however many years old now.
I'm currently attempting to try to do one for Dishonored. My internet would fucking let me do it.
And Dishonored, I mean, if you're playing Dishonored, you need to play Deathloop. It's like, that's Arcane Studios. It's very similar game design and everything. I saw people doing early access for Deathloop, and Deathloop, I wasn't really. I actually wanted to see Deathloop myself, so I was like, okay, I'll check out. Like Alana Pierce did a few videos of early access to Deathloop, which got me interested in the game itself. So I get, from a consumer side, viewer side, yes, it's awesome seeing your favorite content creators making early access. But again, it's like, from the content creator side, it's like, man, I just want an easy way of like, okay, how can I get this code? How can I want to show love for your game. Also, I want to help you out with constructive criticism. Somebody like me, I'm not just going to be like, your game sucks. I'm going to be like, okay, I think the feet movement needs a little tweaking to make this a little more snappier. I think that the sword animation is a little bit slow. And that's the reason why I do get a lot of early access. Like, I will admit, I do get a lot of early access. I didn't get Elden Ring early access. The thing of it is, though, it's not guaranteed that I'm going to get early access with everything. I tend to get a lot of Ubisoft early access, and I have had a lot of negative stuff to say about Ubisoft. I guess they don't mind me saying critical stuff. Like, I never talked anything about Ghost Recon.
Ubisoft is French. I mean,
It could be. I don't know. But
Oh, there he is, bringing your baguettes around.
I mean, I've talked bad on Ghost Recon and Division, but I've also said that Splinter Cell is one of my favorite series, and I love what is it, Splinter Cell. I've done a lot of Far Cry stuff. We've done so much Siege. Like you don't even realize how
Oh,
much
God.
Rainbow Six Siege we played
Yeah,
over the
we're
years.
so fucking far out of Siege right now.
I
If we went
know.
back to play that, it'd be like,
There is a
nope, I'm done.
Rainbow Six Extraction has a buddy pass on it, which I was because this game is like they had so low amounts of people coming in for the tech test, for the early access tech test, that
Well,
now
I
they're
mean,
going to do a buddy pass on it. It's
come on.
it's
You get to go play, and then your operator gets captured. Then you got to your favorite. Here's your favorite operator. They get captured. Then you got to go rescue them.
I have
know?
footage of what it is, and it's very much like I wasn't supposed to record footage at all and everything. I just recorded it for my own personal. I'm not posting it anywhere.
Okay.
But I just wanted to have the before and after. I really wish I had done it on Division 1 because I had literally like the alpha build of it where it was like pre-rendered before the textures were in it. I had that build of it.
Ooh.
And it was so cool seeing it though, of like cars were just blocks on the street and there was like a hole in the map where you fall through and then all of a sudden it just goes into a gray, like the map's up here and it's just gray everywhere. But yeah, I don't know. It's like I guess if you make friends with the community managers, then you have a way better chance of. But who the fuck are the community managers? That's the problem that I like. You have to know like 12 different people because it's all different developers. Like every damn game gets made by a different developer, and then you also have multiple. Like Devil May Cry is not made by the same developer studio as Resident Evil. And that's a huge okay, so now I need to know probably 2 different people for community managers on each development studio to get early access to both Devil May Cry and Resident Evil. And then it's not even guaranteed that they're going to allow me it because my channel is so small still after years. And I've been trying to grow it, but situations like this where everybody's playing Elden Ring and I'm over here playing Dark Souls 1. So again, it's this circle of like, and if you like when I do a legacy run playing through, I would say so. Elden Ring, a lot of people tuned in and they were like, "Well, how's how's Elden Ring? How's the PS5 and all that stuff?" But that was the thing. It was the reason why. Okay, so just the other night, right? And I had a taste of like what the early access feels like. When I had 180 people showed up on the live stream it peaked at 180, I should say. It showed up on the live stream for Grand Theft Auto's trilogy. And for me, it was running really smooth. Everybody was joining in. I was having a good time with it. And what ended up being was like the $1 million question. Is it worth it? 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 And I answered honestly. I was like, yes, I feel that this trilogy is worth it. I know that is dramatically different than the internet's opinion. And for me, it was working just fine. I've played those games for over 10 years and everything, or 20 years at this point now. So to me, it's like I know how the games, the janky stuff that is in those games, but at the same time, there's a lot of jank that is gone that they fix in those. But the internet being the internet, overreacting on everything. And I had that early access, the taste of the early access. I'm like, okay, because the only reason it wasn't truly early access either. I was just doing a launch night stream, but Microsoft waited until 10 a.m. I was playing at midnight and everybody else had to wait until 10 o'clock in the morning to play it.
Yeah.
Because it dropped late. And I was like,
annoying. And I work third shift. So, I mean, 10 a.m. I'm
like PlayStation Network, you would have been able to play it, no problem, because PlayStation Network dropped it at midnight. It was Xbox Live and Steam dropped it for some reason at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Because when you were streaming it, I was on break and I was checking it out, and I went to go check, and I couldn't buy it until 10.
Really?
Because, yeah, like everybody in your chat was like, yeah, we can't get it till 10 a.m. I was like, wait, hold on, let me go look. Nope, I can't do it either. Probably because you pre-ordered it.
Yeah, it would have had to
It
be.
was probably the little pre-order.
I didn't have early
bonus.
access to it. I had no early access codes or anything. I really wish I could get in touch with Rockstar and fucking, get some early access stuff going and whatnot. I was getting the reason why it took me while I was getting my ass beat by this guy is because I was like, I have a sword that does a lot of damage. And I got very risky for the biscuit with the sword. So I was being very stupid right here.
All you had to do was get in there, bait him to attack, and then fucking roll back and roll in and stab him.
There we go. And then I think I got him here. Yeah.
I liked round one where you're just like ding ding ding, Estus break.
Yeah.
Then you both fucking chugged.
I was risking for the biscuit in this fight. This is pretty much like at the tail end of the stream right here. I have like 4 bosses I can go and fight on. I could stream this again and fight like 4 different bosses. I kind of want to do Demon Souls though up next. Just stream a little bit of Demon Souls.
I didn't officially beat Demon Souls, but I got screwed over by the final boss. He sucked like 10 soul levels out of me, and I was like, "Yep, fuck."
But yeah, I really wanted to come down with a hardcore system. I guess the best thing would be like a sign up system for partners, and make the partnership system be like where it doesn't matter what the hell your numbers are, where you can just anybody can sign up for it, which I think anybody can sign up for the Capcom one. I think EA partner or something like that. You have to be like so big. The thing that made me worry about Capcom partnership though, and the reason why I didn't go fully through with it, because I'm pretty sure I could have done the Capcom one, was the fact that they want to control how you stream. I feel like there's a lot of rules in there of like certain games they don't really want you to mod. Or use certain mods or whatever and everything. I'm like, well, that's kind of half of my thing when I stream, a lot of Resident Evil games and such.
Then watch them fucking flip shit when you're fucking playing something else and not playing their games.
And that was the other thing too, of like, if I'm not playing a lot of Capcom games, then do I really want to do it? Although, so Ubisoft, I think Max never plays Ubisoft games, and I think they gave him the Ubisoft partner thing or something for his sponsored stream. And I was just like, okay. So I don't know. I guess Ubisoft is just very lenient on who they're working with, which everybody gives Ubisoft shit, but I'm like, I don't know. I've had a good run with them so far. Activision also, I've had a decent run with them. I've gotten into a lot of the alphas and everything. With Activision, like the Vanguard alpha that they did, where it was like the kind of battle royale-esque type of alpha thing that the game mode, the Champion Hill game mode that they have, where it's all elimination stuff. I got into that, no problem. Like Activision usually sends me all the beta codes and everything, which is like cool. But again, beta is not the same as early access either. I think that should be one of the main things too. Or like early access is the full game. Yeah. Early access, you can only play so much. Betas are betas where everybody usually gets a piece of the pie on that. So like early access, you kind of have to know somebody. Betas are more or less like not sponsored by Coca-Cola or whatever it was he was just drinking. Not sponsored. But yeah, like 2 very different things there. And I don't know. I just feel like early access, we need to have an easier way of getting into early access, especially for people that are very excited about a game. Because in all honesty, if somebody's very excited about the game and they give good review and everything, I don't know how many copies of GTA Trilogy I sold on that launch night just by telling people like, check the game out.
Well,
right here.
I bought one. I bought it. I mean, the only ones I was more interested in were 3 and Vice City, but
San Andreas is such a good time. Also, I'm a big Rockstar fan. I love everything that they do. And to me, like I said, sure, okay. The trilogy sucks on other platforms other than the PS5. Okay, I will give it that. I've seen it running very terrible on other platforms. Is it as terrible as other people are?
Trying to go to
what?
Oh, I saw this time up there in the corner, and I thought it was my phone. I was like, what the fuck time is that? And there you are over there trying to fucking do Bloodborne, and you're like, well, fuck, I can't do that.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm going to play Bloodborne. Oh, shit, it's not downloaded. Whoops. I think this is where I think this is where I ended stream. Yes, this is where I ended stream. So yeah, I guess that would be the system that I would put into place is basically the, like I said, maybe a paid partner sponsorship. So how about this? $5 paid partner sponsorship to play a game in early access, whether you can stream it or not. And then they can actually make money. That's like a microtransaction, which companies love nowadays. And then once you get big enough and you actually become like best friends with the company, if there's enough like goodwill built up there, then you don't have to pay for it anymore, basically, and you just they just work with you at that point, and you can get like the like a fan kit or something with logos and such. Would it be more work on their part? Possibly, but I think you would be making more money that way. I think that'd be a good system to put in place.
I don't know how many countless times I fall off that damn ledge trying to stab one of those dudes.
The good one's gonna be Bloodborne, Demon Souls. I'm probably gonna do a back to back of that on stream. I should probably do it today sometime if I can get some time to do it today.
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
I didn't stream yesterday because I thought we were gonna. Or I didn't stream Tuesday because I thought we were gonna do this.
I know,
and
then just everything was just. It was not a good day yesterday. There was a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have my method of fixing this. Are you kind of in the same boat? Like, paid?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. There's got to be something like give us, something where we, put the game up, advertise it in places like people will go to, like, like, I don't know, like, for God's sakes, fucking YouTube, because the other day I fucking remember what the hell I was talking about something, and then all of a sudden YouTube fucking commercials were popping up with the same fucking thing. It's like I didn't Google search it. We were just talking about it, and then it's just like
it spies
really?
on you. Yeah, where's your tinfoil? You're supposed to wrap your phone in tinfoil. Didn't you know this?
Yes. Okay. Next episode, we're wearing a tinfoil hat because I guess all those loonies are right that the government's listening.
That's what Dad he was sitting there. He goes, you should tell him to wrap his PlayStation in tinfoil and it'll boost the Wi-Fi signal. I'm like, you fucking asshole. Cook the damn thing.
No, it's just freaking Wi-Fi routers on the other side of the fucking house. The landlord won't let me run a fucking Ethernet cable.
But yeah, I mean, so maybe sometime we'll do
my own fucking box.
Talking about all this Elden Ring stuff too, maybe sometime we can do a co-op run of a few of these boss fights. Yes, because I have played Dark Souls 1 so many times over again. There's no spoilers. There's no nothing. I've done these fights so many times over again.
You haven't even been past the damn crypt yet, or the crypt, the cave yet. So,
I have
there's a whole nother half of a game.
Nah, I have almost beaten the game. After the crypts, it's the game's over. Yeah. I looked it up. I looked up a walkthrough of it. It said there was 2 chapters
left. And then you got some other bullshit. You got the fucking.
I heard
you got the old city with the fucking asshole archers. You got the painted world.
But I have a cousin that's twice removed that has an uncle that works at Bandai Namco that knows Miyazaki, who works at From Software, who wrote the games, and they said I was 2 chapters off. And for some reason I still can't get an early access code to the game, because even though
this motherfucker
my
right
cousin
here,
twice
he's
removed.
all talking like, he hasn't got far enough in the game to get the fucking teleport yet.
What?
So,
there ain't no teleport in this game. You're thinking of
yes, there is.
You're thinking of Bloodborne. You're thinking of that Moro Shell game. Which, by the way, so I heard also there was a rumor. We're going to go off topic now because we've come up with the conclusion of like we just need a paid subscription. Again, I'm just going to reaffirm, give it a goddamn paid subscription so we can get early access to games. I heard Moro Shell. If you have not played that one, very Dark Soulsy. It's a indie developer, very Dark. We're just gonna.
Wow.
We're just gonna.
You can't jump.
we're just gonna skip past that. That's not the
We're
right.
just gonna skip past you failing jumping like 10 different times.
So the that's not. So Elden Ring has a jump button. A dedicated jump
Dark
button like
Souls does
Sekiro.
too.
No,
It's
it's
like
not a dedicated jump button. It's a feature.
my ass.
Oh yeah. So if anybody's wondering where the fuck you get the samurai sword from, it's actually a hidden weapon. This is where I was doing like a bit of a run.
It's not a hidden weapon. You just buy it from the shopkeeper.
You can't buy it from the shopkeeper.
No, you're gonna kill him.
There you go. It's a hidden weapon. Like
yeah. So your best bet is actually, like I was telling you before, if you want that sword, go for it. But get yourself a fucking bow and a shitload of arrows, and take the tail off that dragon first.
So the dragon
really
that burns the
weapon.
bridge you're talking about?
Yes.
There is a way of outrunning them.
You get down underneath where you can sit there and on
Right.
I think it's the right side, the ledge there. You sit there, and I don't know how many arrows it takes. I think it's based on your dex or whatever.
1,000 arrows later.
Yeah, you'll break its tail, and then then on the other side of the bridge down there, and the underside of it will be the sword. It's a damn good sword.
Yeah.
Like you fucking if you don't get the Uchiganda, that sword's shit. You use that sword probably almost all the way up to Ornstein and Smog.
Yeah, I don't know. I love the samurai sword.
Yeah, and this motherfucker hasn't even been to Ornstein and Smog. He doesn't
What?
know. He does not know the rage. Totally from that fight.
I did it a long time ago. I just don't remember it. I did it so long ago that it was not on record, but I was there.
I soloed that with a fucking skin of my goddamn teeth.
I helped design that area.
The hell was it? The Iron Giant, the Iron Golem axe.
I drew concept for
skin
that.
of my teeth.
I drew concept art for that area. What are you talking about? Yeah. I have some art skills. See, okay, and we're gonna redeem myself right here. That's the proper way of doing that jump.
Yeah.
Yep. You don't do it from the other ledge. You do it from this ledge, and then
this guy doesn't Dark Souls. He doesn't know how to jump.
Oh my god, I Dark Souled so much.
Let's see, you gotta go. Yeah, because after you do, go down there. You go back up. Go to the sewers. Go down. Fight the fire. Lava spider, you come all the way back up, and there's somehow, I think you gotta go from there, and then you go to deal with Ornstein and Smog, and then you come back, you go down and then you go down to the catacombs, do the catacombs.
But
the catacombs leads to the crystal cave, then you come back around to the fire area, which you gotta all the way back down. But if you already have the teleport thing, you don't gotta fucking go all the way back down through everybody's favorite fucking Dark Souls level.
But have you ever done this?
Jesus Christ! If you could do that in a game, I would have.
Oh, you can't even see it right now. I am actually dancing. I am hardcore dancing.
Everybody praises the sun. That asshole right there, I totally booted him off the fucking ledge. If you don't kill him there, you get to actually fight him if you kill Gwendolyn.
Take on me, take on me. But yes, before the view gets totally fucking screwed over, we're gonna.
And then there's some other storyline that you can do. You can save the Praise the Sun dude. If you don't, he gets a face hugger, and then you gotta kill him.
Spoilers.
Yep.
I played it before, but spoilers. I played all the way through that, but that's still spoilers. So Elden Ring, I guess we'll leave this off with Elden Ring since this is what spawned the whole thing. Elden Ring looks great. Can't wait to get hands on with it. I really hope, since so many of us are getting denied, like Danny from NoClip got fucking denied a code. Like what? How? He literally has done a Demon Souls documentary, and this guy got and like to help sell Demon Souls for the PS5, and he got denied a damn code. Like goddamn, man. He probably knows somebody that he can hit up.
That you're playing here is this?
This is Elden Ring. This is Elden Ring.
Okay. Well,
like I said,
I don't know why I got confused there for a fucking minute. So
because they look so similar.
It does. Well, it is from software. I mean,
I'm telling you,
I looked at it. I go, yeah, it's Dark Souls because of the fucking HUD.
This game does not look any more better than like Dark Souls 3, but it's also free roam, so I give them a pass for that because free roam and having like a Demon Souls level
a free
of
roam,
a free roam.
Dark Souls game is kind of like what a lot of us been like going for. Like, well, like Dark Souls itself necessarily isn't completely linear where you have to go here, you gotta go here, you gotta go there, you gotta go here.
Max goes, like, it's wide linear. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, okay. You don't have to go on this. You don't have to go in the particular route. You can fucking go whichever direction.
Everything's a loop around.
But you get kind of punished for it.
Yeah.
You go to the zones that you shouldn't be in yet. Like,
so when
graveyard.
When you walk up to this castle right here, you're going to have the front door, and then there's going to be like a loop around thing. So see, front door there, then you go into that side thing. The loop around is going to be opening up that front gate once you get around to that courtyard. Then you can just go right
so
to
just
that
like the fucking
gate.
Dark Souls 1 there.
Like I said.
You had to loop around and go back behind the gate.
Exactly. So it's very, like, that's Dark Souls.
So we're probably going to be seeing a lot of reminiscence of the Dark Souls and...
Elden Ring is the best of all of them. There is some Sekiro in here with the jumping and like horseback riding in there. Well, they're not horseback riding, but the jumping, and I think there's a grapple hook in here and such, but also there's like the magical stuff that you can do with the dedicated jump feature in here. There's also a lot of Dark Souls influence, of course, in here because it is it is from Software Miyazaki working. There is some Demon Souls mixed in with this. There is some Bloodborne mixed in with this. I would even say there's some Neo mixed in with this, like Neo 2S type of stuff, because you can spawn in like a wolf pack, like a ghost wolf pack that will go and attack the shit out of stuff with the Blood Wolf armor, or the Blood Wolf class setup. So there is a few different classes that you can pick in here too that do some different
so
stuff.
It's gonna be one of those ones where I'm just gonna be like,
I know my class because I'm just like, fuck. That's just, I mean, you get wolf kind of engraved
even
armor.
Even with a wolf, I'm probably gonna be like, oh look, pyromancer sold.
There is a
There
is a pyro. There's a electric, there's a fire, and then there's like a spirit, like the wolf spirit type of thing. I think the classes on this look awesome too. On top of that, like I said, I just wanted to get early access to get hands on with this, so I could actually like really drool over all the Blood Wolf armors and everything. Just be like, this game is amazing. I want more. And then also,
that was cool.
So the tech test too, the first one, so each tech test ran on each day for like 3 hours. There's like 3-hour periods you could play this for. The first one, nobody could connect to the network because there was so many people in. And I need to also bring up the fact that, so because there were so many people being denied network codes, the people who did get in, a lot of those codes ended up on like eBay and shit and got scalped and sold off for like $1,000 in some cases, and like $2,000 a piece. I'm like, I want to actually play the game. Give me a code. Like, come on. I actually want to fucking check this thing out. I'm not going to stream it. I'll record it and be able to put it up on YouTube. Cool. I don't care. Fine. If that's the rules, I'll abide by them. Hell, I played X-Defiant and Riders Republic. Nobody's seen anything of that because I haven't shown it off or anything, because I don't show off stuff unless I'm allowed to. Or if it's like years later, then maybe I might show off something of it. Because it's not huge. Like, look at this platforming. It looks so good. This looks so good and cool and everything. The life tree back there, like this really reminds me of like,
praise the tree.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the new thing.
This area reminds me a lot for some reason of Bloodborne, but with like Sekiro.
Oh, reminds me of the Cathedral from 3.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's just like I anytime I see Gothic, I just automatically Bloodborne pops in the brain because Bloodborne was damn good. Again, I don't think they're going to be doing remasters of Bloodborne. Maybe there's a decent chance that Blue Point is going to do a remaster of Bloodborne, but they have to rework so much of it. I don't think they're actually going to go through with it. I really don't think that's what they're working on.
Hey, look, it's a big hat Logan.
The other thing that there was rumors of too was that Bloodborne 2 would be made by Blue Point. I'm just like, no, Miyazaki's got to be the writer for it. There's no fucking way.
Well, I mean, if he can write it, I mean, they can trade.
I mean, yeah,
putting it up. I mean, they did a damn good job with Demon Souls.
They did. I could see them as like a support team, but I also really want to see them make like Legend Dragoon or if something like a Vagrant Story would
Vagrant Story.
Yeah. Like I really want to see them work on something else other than just Dark Souls games, you know? Like I don't want them to get pigeonholed into that because they do such a good job. Like give them other projects, and they said it was supposed to be something original of a project. I'm like, original version of Legend of Dragoon, so a remake. You know, it's not just a remaster, but an actual remake.
Legend of Gaia too. Oof, that'd be.
So
nowadays, damn.
Oh, we're coming up on the hour mark, and of course, oh my god, nobody will leave me alone for an hour. Yeah. Elden Ring looking really good. Again, I wish I had early access to it, but all in all, I really hope that since everything got scalped and such for a lot of people's codes and everything, so there was only like a select, there was a ton of people that got into this, but there was so many people that didn't because of like codes being, you know, thrown all over the place. I really hope that they do like an open free trial of this. That would be my next thing that I would really love to see Bandai Namco just like, okay, just open up the... Because you know that the game, when it launches in 2 months, is going to be, I think it's 2 months, 3 months, something like that. It's February. It's the end of February. So the end of the February apocalypse.
Well armed.
You already know the servers are going to be blasted by so many people jumping in on this. Like, just open up the servers and see just how hectic it's going to be, you know, for launch.
Yeah.
It just gives them a good little... Hopefully they will do that, but again, they've only been having 2-hour play sessions at once. And here's where you summon shit in.
Play online.
And this game too, I definitely see of like, I don't know, it just feels way more co-op. For some reason, like you're summoning shit in. You can also have assassins that are attacking other targets, not even working with you, but just are there. You can also have co-op partners come in and help you out, other players, co-op partners, and then on top of the summons too. So there just seems like it's a lot more co-op than any other Souls game.
My hands on a PS5 when this game drops. Maybe we can fuck around and do a couple co-op streams.
I like, a part of me hates it because I'm like, I just like make it hard, and I want the challenge, but at the same time, I'm like, well, if it's built for co-op and it's built with co-op in mind, then sure.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I mean, From Software, I mean, everything except for what, Sekiro? Yeah,
Sekiro and Demon Souls, the original Demon Souls.
Yeah. Didn't have co-op.
Yeah. But the games are really, I said, they're
having the option there is kind of nice because not everybody's hardcore parkour about Dark Souls, the Dark Souls games, and they get stuck. Like I didn't have a stable internet connection, so I literally could not get any help doing Ornstein and Smog.
But you get good. And then you get the satisfaction of getting good. You figure out the animations, you get good, and you beat the damn game. And that's, to me, is like the core...
Smog, dude.
I mean, that's the core design of Dark Souls, is to get good. So that's literally what Miyazaki, he goes, that's what we made the game for, was to beat your ass, so then you overcome I can't do this, and then as soon as you do it, you're like, oh, maybe I can do this. Yeah. Maybe I can do more.
You think Father Glasgow was hard and fucking Bloodborne. Woo! No, you haven't seen
Oh yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Go
I know.
watch a couple videos of the
I know.
Orange Theory
There's
smog fight.
I've literally seen people
it's
take
retarded.
3 days straight of like fucking like 10-hour streams trying to beat some boss fights because they just cannot get down to animation timings and such. But if you know game design, you know what to look for. It makes the game a lot easier too.
Well, the hard part is being
And
by
that's-
yourself. It's like you're trying to break the two apart. Like, so you can focus on one of them. The only problem is when as soon as you kill one, the other one gains that one's power.
I mean, I get the gargoyles on Dark Souls 1 are not the hardest thing in the world to fight, but when there's 2 of them coming at you and it's your first time of like, whoa, there's 2 bosses going on here and everything. Yeah, like that. It for somebody that's just jumping into Dark Souls, when you get to the gargoyles on Dark Souls 1, then you're like, whoa, like you get overwhelmed real easy until you figure out like, okay, if I do this or that, I can kind of separate them and do the thing that way. That's what I was trying to go for. It's like
shit. When I finally got past those gargoyles and I got all the way down to the sewers and I got to the dragon down there in the sewers, the abyssal dragon, I was just like, holy, how the fuck am I supposed to deal with this? You know, it's just like overwhelming.
Yeah, the other pain in the ass
the
one.
size of the monster just be like, but
it was Dark Souls 1.
The mechanic for it's really easy.
If I remember right, it was Dark Souls 1. It was the wheelie assholes there. The zombies with wheels on them, and they spin.
The wheelie skeletons.
Yeah, like those things sucked. I think that was Dark Souls 1. I played a lot of Souls games.
I don't remember the Dark Souls 1. If they are, they're down deep in the catacombs.
Yeah.
The first time I remember running into them.
Yes, because it was
Dark Souls 2, but
yep.
It was Dark Souls 2, but then again, I never beat 1. I honestly, when I first got my hands on Dark Souls, I was like, oh, this game looks like fun. Fucking, I literally went out and 3 different times I bought the game, and 3 different times I snapped the disc in half because I just was like, God, this game's a fucking atrocity. Why would you make something this fucking hard? And then later down the road, I got a hold of it again and started playing it, and I was like, oh, okay, it's supposed to be fucking hard. You're supposed to die.
I knew it was supposed to be hard, but for me, I'm just like, it at first, because I was running into the skeleton area, and I'm just like, well, this is so hard, it's annoying. And I uninstalled it like 10 times over again, because I'm like, every time I'm like, oh, man, I really want to get into this damn Dark Souls game. But I would get into it, get next to the skeletons. I'm like, this is so fucking hard, it's annoying. And then Neo happened. And as soon as I played Neo, and then it's kind of snapped in of like, oh, there's, you got to do spacing, you got to do timing, you got to do, you got to figure out your opponent,
really
how many attacks you do and everything. It's like fighting games. Once you learn the basics, everything becomes so much easier.
Yeah, when I really got to do it, I had a strategy guide for it, and then fucking my dumbass went down the bottom of the tree, the giant fucking tree, got fucking cursed coming back up the tree, and managed to make it all the way up to the priest.
I did that one too.
Chapel there.
Yep, I did that one too. I'm like, how in the hell do you do anything?
Fucking hell.
Because I was getting destroyed by the skeletons. I'm like, that's the wrong way. I go down, I get cursed. I'm like, well, that's got to be the wrong way, or there's something else that I'm missing. I didn't know about the back path until I watched somebody play through it, like fucking after I uninstalled the game, and it was like a year later. I'm like, okay, how the hell do you do this? Like, what am I missing? And then I saw the back path. I'm like, oh, that's where you're supposed to go? Because it doesn't tell you anything. There's no signs to go back, go up the back path.
Oh, I totally forgot about
and then I started running through it. No problem.
I forgot about the 3 kings. Ooh, there's the 4 kings. I'm sure it's 3 or 4 king boss fight, but that's your DPS check.
Right. All right.
That fight could go from really easy to really hard.
We're coming up on the 1 hour mark here, so I think we should probably be wrapping this up. So yeah, this is gonna be a new type of thing. Every once in a while, we're not gonna be doing this like all the time, but just when the cards align and the time slots align and everything, we'll be doing extended Let's Talks for about an hour apiece. And it's just a little podcast episode talking about, different trends in gaming and, different things that are happening. If there's a movie tie-in that happens with gaming, like the Resident Evil movies coming up very soon, I'll definitely be checking that out. Maybe we'll do something on that if both of us watch it. If not, then whatever. I think the next one probably up next for an extended Let's Talk would be on simulator games. I think it was that we're talking about.
Yes, I was talking about doing a game talk about that this weekend. Because I'm thinking about picking up Tank Mechanic Simulator.
Okay,
I
game
don't know.
talk.
I'm
Okay.
gonna look a little more depth. I'm gonna look a little more in depth in that game before I do it, because it looks like there's a lot more going on in that
Oh,
one
yeah.
than there is fucking
It's the same
car
system.
mechanic
It's
simulator.
just it's the same game engine, game system. It's just a lot more parts to mess with because it's a tank.
Yeah.
If you want the easiest
Like, I
one,
mean,
you go a PC builder. That shit you can flip a PC in 5 minutes.
you want the really easy one? You go play House Flipper. There you go.
You know, House Flipper takes
Nope.
even longer in PC. It takes about an hour to do a house.
No,
sometimes.
I got one for you. I got
Legit.
one for you. Power Sprayer Simulator.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah. Lawnmower Simulator.
Oh,
Farm Simulator.
yeah.
Oh god.
Farm Sim.
I technically have access to that. I don't know if I want to even check it out because I never cared for them.
It's fun for a minute when you got a couple people just talk with and bullshit while you're fucking playing.
It
but
just
then
feels like
after-
the game
after a
plays
while,
itself. I don't know what the hell is the big deal about that one.
It's the same thing over. You're basically doing the same thing over and over and over again. I mean, they add little things, different things that you can do. Like, like
another.
you gotta go get a fork truck and then go fucking pick this up and then take it over here and deliver it.
One other thing too, that we could maybe touch upon after if we check it out or whatever. I might check it out. So Outriders has a new end game or something. They redid the end game on it or something or other, and they're doing an expansion pack for it. And
the damn game.
I don't know. I might check if it's like worth it. Maybe we can fucking co-op it or something and fucking run through it real quick. Possibly if I can find some damn time because I got like 4 series of games I gotta go through and everything.
So like I keep saying I need to reinstall that game and fucking just burn through it and get it done, and I never fucking do.
So supposedly they're changing the ending of it because it was so shitty and nobody liked it. So I don't know what and then they're trying to set up for a better ending for the expansion packs. I have no idea. I might play it off stream. I don't. Maybe I'll play it off stream. You can stream it. I'll just be in the background or something. I don't know how to end up doing that if we do it at all. But it's there. It's just something. I just saw it pop up on the PlayStation the other night, so I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." Sort of, maybe, possibly. I don't know. It could be a really shitty game by now. Like they could have really fucked it up. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. We played the piss out of it when it came out, and then it just got to the point where it's like we found better stuff.
The demo felt like Mass Effect. Now that's why I was so hyped up for it. I mean, the whole launch night video and everything. I'm like, this could be another.
Then you
Mass
get into
Effect.
the game, it just feels like it's either fucking you're getting completely overpowered, or B,
it's just
you
a loot
play
grind
with other people to fucking
just a loot grind. So.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Destiny loot ground.
Yeah, I gotta roll here. So, this was, like I said, the first of probably a few extended Let's Talks. I won't be doing extended Let's Talks all the time, but just be on the lookout for them on the channel. And we wanted to do a podcast, and we don't want to set a schedule for a podcast, so because both of us are too damn busy to do one all the time. So, whenever it pops up, we'll do this. Anyways. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, go check out. I should probably outro the video. That would be so. Go check out Frostbite over on his channel. It's Frostbite on pretty much everything. And he does Twitch streaming. He does some YouTube uploads. Doesn't really do videos, but he does uploads. And yeah, that's his.
I got one from Guardians of the Galaxy. I need to get done.
That's his main bread and butter.
I need to cut it and post it.
And then me, to go check out the rest of the YouTube channel and go check out the Twitch channel and all that stuff. I'm streaming regularly and making all kinds of videos, more retrospects coming soon, more Let's Talks coming soon, and all that stuff. I'll probably be doing a video chatting about the Resident Evil movie when that comes out. That's something of a specialty. But yeah, definitely check out I just put up Monster Hunter Rise footage from the live stream I did on that where I was playing solo, where I actually beat a couple of the monsters on there. I'm pretty sure. No, I got my ass beat by the monster. That's
when the hell's that going to PlayStation?
It's not. It's PC only.
Oh.
Yeah. We have to wait for World 2. I mean, Rise is all right, but it's. I don't know. It for some reason Monster Hunter Rise did not get my attention as much as World did. I think it's just because it's not quite as. I don't know. Maybe just World 2 might not even get my attention. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah. Anyways, I guess we'll end this out with thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, I will see ya next time.